von der Fantasy XIV. Willkommen zu der Bonus-Liste. Barama wird gleich durch das ganze Handel. Mit der Fantasy haben wir exakt Kurs.
Roll initiative! 13!
17!
God damn it!
And my dice lost, fell under my table. Fuck!
Oh my god, you're doing the Monty.
And why did I also roll 2d20s for initiative? As you've said, Lorito is not afraid to speak his mind, nor is like to change it. Oft have I wondered how many men so skilled at weight the worth of things should be so incapable of seeing the value of in people. Bah, I will waste no words on him. Not when the domains are yet in need of aid. Everyone follow me to the Hall of Flames. All hail the flames! May the chicken be roasted. Sorry.
I just noticed something about Reaper. You can either dash forward with the Reaper or dash backwards with the Reaper. And then you can return to the point where you dashed from. Because Yoshida played a bit of Reaper during the live letter. I'm rewatching that scene.
Ah, okay. I think voiced cutscene again? At least cutscene, I don't know if it was voiced. No, okay, not voiced. A syndicate has spoken, and I see no point in moving that their matter reconsidered. The monetaries have made their position clear. I agree, Ulta is not an option. Nor are Limsa Lominsa or Gridania, I judge, given the state of their infernal affairs. Which leaves to our Doman friends to confine to our ship. Gods, the thought of them huddle in an airless hold with no hope of better treatment. I would that I had more time to find an alternative. A place not bound or concept of great nations. Mephilia? That is precisely what I wish to discuss. I understand that the syndicate's decision, I do. We all wish to preserve what is ours, especially when we believe that we be under siege. But I cannot meekly accept this judgment, not while my people suffer. Would it be that our question with the Sultan to accept us for a limited time? A week mayhap, or even just a few days? Excellent, I shall keep you informed. I agree, I have a proposal, if you would hear it. Out with it, Master Alfinot? The headquarters of my order, the Sons of Seventh Dawn, sends a place called Dramon's Hall, an outpost in Modorna. Like most outposts, is frequented by merchants and other men of action, and lacks the comforts of a more well-established settlements. However, the leader of Dramon's Hall has been doing the uttermost to change that. To that end, they have a need of able-bodied individuals willing to work as frontier hands, hard labor, as you doubt, but enough to save food and shelter by way of reward. Terms not unlike those which you yourself proposed, Lady Yugiri. For I will not hear the words said against our beloved Uldar. Ramon's Fall would offer certain adventures, the absence of unhelpful bureaucrats being the most obvious. If they can accumulate us at all, we shall gladly accept. Master Alfinot, once again I find myself in your debt. Pray not thank me, my lady. The life of our people go to the swan of hard labor and few comforts, as I told you. And before that, there is the matter of how we may safely be borne to Raven's Fall, which will be no small feat, considering the distance and their present condition. Perhaps the Uldan Adventurers Guild can be of assistance. Look for me there, anon, Aurelio. Lady Guri, if you and your people would accompany me, we may discuss what aid their mortal frames can provide. Okay. The settlement of Final Fantasy XIV is quite interesting. With all the city-states and the confirmations, the inner conflicts there, it's really interesting. We are concerned that the German refugees may find the journey to Ravensthal too much beer. Too long have they been sequestered abandoned their ships, with insufficient supplies and scarce room enough to breathe, let alone stretch the limbs. With all that in mind, Mistress Momoni was kindly offered to accompany the Domans until such time as they are ready to set out for Madonna. Those healthy enough to travel would embark soon as their transportation has been secured, while those too weak to leave at once will be permitted to stay until they regain their strength. What news? Transportation remains our greatest obstacle, General. Is there not that the modern flames can do? I fear that exceeds our mandate. Where it's a smaller number, maybe it will go unnoticed. But Syndicate will not bear the cost of extorting more than 200 domans to Madonna. The government fails to act. The responsibility falls to us private citizens. I will engage the service of the 77 Karens of the domain's behalf. Very well. We shall begin contract negotiations at once. Your generosity is most welcome, my lord. After all that has befallen these good people, it's the least I can do. Come what may, you shall ever have a friend in Uldar, Lady Yugiri. And you in Ravensfall, my lord. One of the few good Lalafels. Well, it sounds like we all have work to do. Lady Yugiri, let's put our heads together and settle the details of our arrangement, shall we? I wouldn't trust the task of escorting our Domin friends to you, after you have rested your own road-weary legs, of course. What do you say? Yugiri's game. Oh god. Help. Alfred has in mind to send you out to Westport Bay. As we speak, Dorman's preparations of departure at Westport Bay. Therefore, one day will be transported by carriage to Uldar. That said, this all has been decided rather suddenly, and it would not surprise me if the regiments require some assistance in coordinating their preparations. Aurelia, I would have you return to Westport Bay and facilitate the process through tasks great and small. In short, whatever needs to be done, do it. Speak with him in Hosen when you arrive. As Lady Gill tells, he is being the designated leader of the first group. So pray, return to the Walking Sands.
Oh, okay, hi. I'm right now watching the part where Yoshida shows a bit of Sage. And you know how, Astra has, like, an ability that makes you, heal someone while healing someone else? So, like, you share the healing?
Yes.
Sage had that in their base kit, just so they can just target someone and you're just healing them while attacking. So you're attacking and this guy is getting healed.
This is nice.
So that's actually I'm a healer, but yes.
Hello, Horizon. Greetings. Alphenant informs me that a sign would be arriving to help me with the preparations. I'm honored to meet you. Though shamed as well. The great warrior should not have been tasked with such trivialities. I knew from a glance that man of a woman you were. I too have some skill at arms, as do many of our people. Brave forgives is truthful, but I might be trouble you to help around the children that have been given to my care. They are most adept to staying hidden from my sight, but perhaps your keen eyes succeed where I have failed. You have my thanks, friend. Pray seek out my son Yuzen. He can tell you more. Oh no! Do I really need to find some children now? But don't you think they're queer? Giant birds that people ride like horses? I still want try riding one, but... What's that? You're looking for the others? Don't worry, I've already told them get ready for the carriages. I need your help though. We are just finishing a game of hide and seek. 3 players are still in hiding, and since Lady Gilda told us to take it really seriously, they won't move until they are found. But Vesper Bay isn't that big, so I bet you can find them all in no time. Yeah, I just summon my curl and fly around.
Okay, fucking Sage has like dark arts from like from Stormblood, Heavensward, Dark Knight.
Interesting. Hey, you're not Joseph, who are you? I'm Hikaru, a really cool guy, huh? I did not know anyone else was. Wait a minute. You're one of those students, aren't you? No, science! They must be, you must know Radio Cleary, right? Isn't she great? She really is good at hide and seek too. Alright, I almost forgot to, it's time to go. Nice meeting you, Aurelia Kuga. It's interesting that my name is not that weird when it comes to the domain names.
Okay.
Are you playing? Ah, no fair! Just didn't say anything about adults. Huh? We could ride a horseboat carriage? I don't know, it sounds scary, but if Yosin says it's safe, I'll go. I mean, for Bunny Girl, it's not that okay, but not that fitting. But for the Aura, that's more fitting. Just use the fat cat there. How did you find me? I guess I need to practice more. Or maybe you're just good at this. I mean, Galleons didn't find me. You got the best hiding spot of them all. But okay. Wonderful. On the children are counted. Hide and seek? Ah, I see you're curious. It's quite simple, really. Lady Gilda thought it would be best to the children know what they do in case of Galleons found us. I should hope that your stays are behind us, but I nevertheless take comfort in knowing that we are prepared. The first caravan is due to depart shortly, followed by the rest of at regular intervals. My family and I, including my stubborn old father Home, will be driving in the lead carriage together with a young Hokkaido, whom I believe you already met. Though I understand the road to Uldar is regularly patrolled by your brassblades, it should give us great comfort that you would agree to accompany us on our journey. Once again, I thank you for your kindness. When you are ready to leave, please inform our coachman. You gonna be off, are ya? Aye, well, I was meaning to have a word with you about the rat. The runner from Blade said you might have a problem. I feel so looking at beastie inside and thought the spiritual hammer. Might as well someone's either playing the them. Of course, I don't play the gamble on this business. No, I know you can handle yourself in a fight, but those lots here are another story. So I was thinking you got to right to go ahead and have a quick look around, make sure it's already safe. Like, if you come across anything dangerous, you know what to do. When you're satisfied with the way is clear, matters in horizon, the blades told me to the road is safe, so I reckon we can make it great from our own, assuming the south no bastard and try to rob us, that is. Okay. Then I just get out my unicorn.
Look at my unicorn.
Look at my horse. It's just amazing. Give it a lick. Yes, lick my horse.
I won't. Maybe I will lick your horse.
Okay. A wild Lucina Shadow has logged in.
Shit! Maybe. How do you know it's not my old character?
Because you told me before that you used the single thing that you can only have one character per server.
Maybe I lied.
I doubt that you lied.
No, I didn't lie.
What the hell, wandering eye? Hey boy, keep an eye open for that. Wait. Oh right, I forget dass das Mount jetzt existiert bei mir.
The car?
No, the goat.
Oh, the goat.
Was interessant ist, weil ich habe die Goat auf meinem Main-Profil noch nicht mal.
The mall. Have you read your DM?
Ja.
Javier has fallen into the river of Lego City. Start building the rescue chopper. Now you know what the few last memes I have been watching were. I don't know why, but I find it funny.
So there was a beastie. Was being the operative word, eh? Ha ha.
Wait, there was a joke?
Yes.
Where?
Well thought, ma'am. Well thought. Ah, if only I were better than half, I should have proven to stand at your side. Pair not mine. Pair my son not mind. He forgets that his responsibility look the acts of daring too. Be as it may, I cannot help but envy you. Had we been able to call upon heroes of your strength and skill and doma, things would have been very different. But we cannot change the past. Those who fought and fell are forever lost to us. Lost but not forgotten. Lady Aguirre's kinsmen least of all. They fought the fiercest, though they knew full well that it was in vain. He has every right to walk away. She had every right to walk away, yet she chose to stay. Food, shelter, the promise of a better life, all this and more we owe to her. How does one even begin to repay such a debt? In kind, father. To she who was given everything, we shall give our all. Whatever work there is to be done, we shall do it without question. Ditch, digging, bricklaying, it matters not. Ramon's fall will grow and prosper by our hands. Holy shit!
Hmm?
The children just run over the old man.
Hey, Mr. Aurelia, how can I want to know why you became adventurer?
Ich kann ernsthaft als Antwort geben, go where the right rose blooms. Really?
Go what?
Go where whither the white rose bloom.
Oh. Why the wild rose?
I gonna chose that. So, you like roses? I think I understand. I mean, they're nice and everything, but don't they grow in lots of places?
Oh, it's my turn now. Excuse me, Miss Aurelia. I've got a question. What's Ramator like? Is it pretty?
It's a busting opposite phrase. It's the best manifestation with harshing forgiven wilderness. It's the home of the sons of the Scimitar. It's a stone thrown from the Imperial. Yes, be a bitch about it. It is a stone throw from an Imperial castrum.
Ha, you can't fool me.
No one would ever live that close to a castrum.
Liar, liar, breaches on fire.
Don't fire the preachers!
And I've got her. It's my turn again. Miss Aurelia, when I'm older, I want to be strong like you. What do I have to do?
Yes, be a capitalist. Buy rebels and armor for no winner. No, train every day.
Ach, lebe Kapitalismus. as
Ah,
the
so my
dog
father
would
was
say.
right. How do you do it then? Come, tell me. And don't leave anything out.
Alright, that's enough questions for Miss Aurelia.
That's
Already
not fair.
famous.
Why does Yosten get to ask 2 questions? I want to know what adventuring as much as he does. Just one more, please. Do you think I could be an adventurer like you one day? Really? Then I will. Thanks for your advice, Miss Aurelia. I won't forget it. I'm going to be an adventurer too.
Let me tell you a story about a girl named Ada. And
We do
believe
not
it,
talk about-
it is not a good story.
We do not talk about Ada.
But Ada is the best example about the dangers of adventuring.
No, was it Ada?
It was Ada, yes.
When we
I
got
know
to
that there's one in the deep dungeon, but
Yeah, this is Ada's story.
yeah, but there's also here how it's. Wait,
Shadow, can I
What?
finish the cutscene? Need to think a bit?
sorry.
When we get to Raven's Fall, let's make an adventurer's guild of Domans. For Domans. Let's protect our friends and punish the wicked, just like Miss Aurelia and Lady Yugiri. Yeah, just as Miss Aurelia and Lady Yugiri. We can talk about it on the carriage. You will be joining us. Okay, now I think.
Sorry. I need to find something.
But to be honest, the story of Ada, which is briefly mentioned in the beginning of the story, in the beginning of A Realm Reborn, is a good example. I mean, we got to know them before the first dungeon, the little adventuring group. I mean, they were eager enough to be like, haha, we have that, we got that, we are the best, we don't need anybody else. And then when we meet the second dungeon, we see the outcome of what happened. Their leader was dead, they blamed the healer, and they're disbanded. And what happened after that is even worse.
Yeah, and that is in the Tamtara Deepcraft Heart dungeon, by the way.
Yep.
It happens.
I mean, it is. You play the story of a Realm Reborn, then you do the Tempter Hard dungeon, and after the Hard dungeon, you start playing the Dungeon of the Deep.
Where she gets revived again as part of necromancy.
Yes. Which we can't do in the project because I already did some stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, arriving at Litshot Papio is dismayed to find Lavina's grave despoiled and her body missing. He believes that Edda is the one responsible, having her lost spell with despair in the aftermath of her fiance's death. So fucking Edda lost her fiance, gone into madness, and tried to use necromancy, which we see in the Heart Dungeon of Tamtara. And then she gets revived once again in the Deep Dungeon, Palace of the Dead.
Yeah. Ah, really, yeah. I think your first group has arrived? Excellent. Yes, nothing else? No. I've matters well in hand here. You and Lady Yugiri should travel the realm so forthwith. Give me a joker.
I can go in a second into the dungeon because there are notes, actual notes about the lore, what happened, and can like read them if you want to.
You don't. I will say I will make an extra part just for the Edda story. Because it's a thing that you can easily overlook in the project. And
Yeah,
in the
because
big game that Final Fantasy XIV is.
Yeah, it's a small side story, but it's also like not everyone is a hero.
Not everyone is a hero, and death is not an easy thing.
Yeah, if you do that, by the way, that project, I want to join in because I only partially remember what the dungeon was about.
Okay, we will do that.
Do we want to do it then like together, like only two people, so we can go in peace and read the lore?
Do you think
Because
we are able to kill her in the Heart dungeon?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I can do it solo.
Oh, okay, then I haven't. Wait, wouldn't work. Yeah, okay.
Well,
we may make it when the time is. It
yeah,
is past time, Lady
we're gonna.
Grey. It is past time, Lady Grey met with the guild representative and Raven Foe. Since I do not foresee any further matters arising here in Fanalan, which might require your personal attention, I would instead have you serve as the escort of the Dorman delegation for the duration of the journey. Speak first with Slavman upon your arrival. He is the one with whom the Dormans will be working most closely, I should think. Afterwards, introduce Lady Yugiri to Minfilia and the guild emissary. If both meetings go well, the resulting ties should send the Dormans in good heat for that which is to come. Safe travels, Aurelia. Now.
It's gonna be sad that we have to do it unsynced, but it's the best way to like go through the lore because people just rush through the dungeon.
Yeah. I mean, when you exclusively make something for the lore, you should take your time for that.
Yeah. But sadly, not everyone wants to have that. Does have that time.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that we won't show a lot of the mechanics in this dungeon. I'm gonna make it sure that we will see the mechanics.
And those must be the esteemed Lady Yugiri and her associates. I greet you all as friends, and I bid you to welcome to the toll. I hope you don't find your dear finny of pudding. Poor though we may seem, we have a wealth of spirit and camaraderie to spare. You see, race and creed do not enter into it here. Welcomes all sorts, provided they are willing to earn their keep, of course. You are no strangers to hard work, Master Slavborn. You may rest assured that we will carry out our orders with due diligence. Oh, not for the moment I did doubt your commitment, my lady. Pray understand, I give them the same speech as to all of Nirals, and you don't need to bow your head or call me master either. We are both frontier hands, as far as I'm concerned. As you were Slav-born, made this meeting mark the beginning of a long and fruitful relationship. Our guests have yet to make their attendance. 7 health, Aurelia. Why are you wasting your time with me? See them to the rising stones. Slavborn is one of the best characters.
Is that because he's a Slav?
Yes, because he's a Slav and he's a good man. To whom much is given, much is expected. Forgive me, I require a moment to compose my thoughts before meeting your leader. We shall join you at the rising stones anon. Maybe I should explain a bit. We're kinda in a hurry to finish the 8 to 7 Astral era. I just needed to thought about the name of the section of the game. Because I need to do something in Heaven's Ward that doesn't have, where I don't have that much time anymore. Because changes will come.
And for people who watched the last part will know. Watch the last part.
It's the bonus part.
Oh, it's a bonus part. Watch the bonus part, idiots.
Or just look for the video, No reacts how her class will be destroyed.
To be honest, it's more like... how you say it?
It's not that much destroyed, yeah, but still.
No,
let's see.
I want to... Oh, fuck.
It's no use. Our attempts to reach the distance of battles and continue to meet with failure. Rianchea has explored other ways of inquiry, but they have yet to yield it not. We will persevere, of course, yet within our hearts the truth is clear. We are but awaiting confrontation with which we already know. How fare the Domans? I am given to understand you were keen but quite busy in Vesper Bay. Mayhap do you question the wisdom of aiding refugees when the primal threat remains unresolved? I should not blame you if you did, nor should I deny that matter falls outside of our normal purview. Be that it is may, I could not ignore the plight of these refugees. Not when it was within our power to help them. Lady Giri is here? Please, show her in. I should very much like to meet her. You have no objections. Play. Do so with our blessing. Your answers pleased me beyond your words, my lady. But are you quite certain? We have no way of knowing how many might answer my summons. In the event that Ramon's soul could not accumulate us all, we will need to find an alternate solution. Should that come to pass, we will find it together. As ever, it has been a pleasure at Antonsen. Alas, we must take our leave, the first carriages are due to arrive at any moment. Should you require none else, pray speak to Slavborn, Lady Ugiri. Aurelia? Just that you know, you can actually see that in the part when you sent me something on Discord.
Oh, sorry. Good to know.
Yeah, since we can see our names in the video, when you send something, it's get overlapped with the message.
But yeah, scholars are more fucked than you astrologian mains.
Laha? Lahamin? And I will make the necessary preparations to ensure that our dormant friends feel at home upon their arrival. Though I must admit, I am still troubled at the matter of the missing crystals. Your stroller would be returning anon, or depart from the airfield. Maybe you should wait here and speak with her upon her arrival. And cutscene again.
How goes the fishing? Caught anything slippery?
Aye. Our suspicions were well founded. The serpent reapers are indeed the culprits.
The plot thickens.
Oh, Fender, you didn't just say the plot thickens.
Has there been any movement in Thanalan?
It has been blessedly quiet, which is to say the Amalja are being no more or less of a nuisance than usual, summoning a freak with such crystals as they have hoarded. Urianger, too, reports not out of the ordinary.
Then we have our explanation.
Your explanation for what? Pray tell.
For the recent spate of crystal thefts in Thanalan, we naturally assumed that the trail would lead us back to the Amalja. Yet it did not. It led us across the sea unto Vilbrand.
Vilbrand? There have been reports of increased Sahagan activity of late.
The plot thickens.
Oh god.
Just how thick new is.
Leviathan! Leviathan!
Hi, hi, Leviathan, Leviathan. Aye.
Whilst conducting our investigation on behalf of the mineral concern, we came upon evidence implicating the serpent reavers. With the aid of the maelstrom, I was able to verify our suspicions. 'Tis only a matter of time before Leviathan returns to harrow the seas. But there is more. One of the Sahagan, an elder by my judgment, spoke of attaining the gift and knowledge of eternity.
Oh no. Echo time.
Such a disturbance in the ether. If I did not know better, I should think this device defective. And there is the explanation.
Soon it shall begin. Our Lord shall rise mid surging waves to wash away the finless one. And I shall be granted the gift and knowledge of eternity, and with the emissary stand equal. Then shall I know no cessation, no oblivion.
Whence comes this promise of immortality? The emissary? We have outstayed our welcome.
The gift and knowledge.
Are the two of you quite well?
You shared that vision, did you not? Even before the Sahagan made mention of the emissary, I recognized Elidibus's words. He is behind this. But surely it is not within his power to grant the echo.
My lady, unless we act swiftly, Leviathan will rise again. The Admiral has already requested that we intervene to prevent this. Failure attend to the Primal's extermination?
She will have our full cooperation. Let us make haste to Limsa Lominsa. I mean to play a part in this mission. Tataru, pray, take charge in my absence.
My lady, are you sure this is wise?
I am aware of the risks, but there is something I must see with mine own eyes. The true nature of the echo.
Very well. I shall not stand in your way. On the condition that you permit me to accompany you as bodyguard.
Your company is ever welcome, Thancred.
I take it something ill is afoot.
Aye, a Primal is about to be loosed upon Eorzea.
Primal?
A godlike being whose very existence is a bane upon the land. We scions of the Seventh Dawn are sworn to put an end to their kind.
I see. Know then that I am learned in the arts of war. In return for the kindness you have shown my people, I would lend you my blade.
It would be most welcome. When contending with a Primal, one can never have too many able allies. If you crave a more intimate understanding of the problems facing Eorzea, this experience is like to provide it. Be sure to come well prepared.
Oh, nice. It means somewhere in the next part, we're probably gonna kill Leviathan.
Yee.
The sea rises. Plain, it would not be the worst to come to pass. When Leviathan is summoned, or the aura recurs, it will be facing him in battle. Given past experience, you may very well think that they're eventually inevitable. Yet, so long as there is evidence, a chance that a primate's return might be prevented, we must need bend all our efforts towards achieving that goal. Before we do all else, let us hasten to Limsa Lominsa and meet with the Admiral. She will not have been idle in the intervening time, and will doubtlessly have valued information to share. Time to go to the city where I actually right now visited the least.
Uh-huh.
Now, really, now that I think about it, I started in Gridania.
Yeah.
And then the most of the story took place in the area of Uldar.
Yeah, because they're the fortress nearest.
Yeah.
And also the Waking Sands is there.
Yeah, that is it. And Limsa Lominsa is quite departed from the main story till now. You are expected. Pray take this lift to the commander room.
Unexpectable.
It's expected. Hello, Meryl Whip. Welcome, friends. I take it you shall surprise of the situation. Let us waste no time then. According to our best intelligence, the Hasagan had not crystals enough for summoning God. Lest we do not count for the sub-tribals venturing as far as Fanland to suspend their cage. For our short-sightedness, we are faced with a grim prospect of Laven's immense return. Needless to say, I am not inclined to let the fishbacks have their way. Even as we speak, the Maelstrom makes ready to launch a large-scale operation to thwart the summoning, and we would welcome the Science to support this endeavor. But if, God forbid, our efforts should come to naught, we will need to trouble you more than mere support, much as I did when Titan last worked these lands.
Lady Midfilia, I am given to understand that you were mean to accompany your soldiers on the front lines. I can only assume that you have a sound reason for doing so. I do, Admiral. But I would rather not be drawn on their nature. I will say only that there is something I would see with my own eyes. Is that so? Well, I am not stubborn as to deny the wish of one whose aid I acquire. But precautions must be taken. I shall require that you remain by my side all the times. With that settled, let us speak of the operation. Aurelia? My sons are currently reconjuring Asagan movements within the Sepsis spawning grounds. Upon completion of the mission, they will return to the operational staging point at Camp Skull Valley. I want you to make your way there forthwith, that you might be apprised of the latest intelligence. Command Falkbrider has charge of the garrison. Camp Skull Valley! So it goes to Airport. You can talk again. Oh, Shadow's not here anymore.
Huh? What?
I said you can talk again.
Okay, I was just stretching and was listening to a video.
Ah, okay.
Sorry. Wow, I just got into slices right the last second.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and there are so many people. Many people want car.
Yeah, I already have it.
I already have it since the first rerun. Since the first run.
I've been expecting you, signs of the Sabadon. On behalf of my men and women here, I thank you for your cooperation. Safety of our citizens is paramount. With your aid, we will prevent the Levian's return. As you may already know, most scouts have been dispatched to reconnoiter on the Seppa spawning grounds. Though it pains me to admit it, the Malcolm has never faced a foe like this before. We must proceed with all due caution. Among the other things, we have orders to determine where the Leviathan might emerge, assuming it will come to that. And yet their returns is long overdue. I fear that ill may have befallen them. For better or for worse, we must ascertain their fate. If it's not too much to ask, I would have aid you in the. I would have you aid us in the search. God, I can't talk anymore. 5 Scout ventured into the Subs Old Hall. Here, take this flask of restorative to tend those who have been wounded. Do it pains me to even consider the notion. If they have been perished, circumstances permitting, I ask that they recover their bodies. By no means to venture too deep into the area territory. However, we can ill afford to lose you at this consular. Yeah, okay. Oh god, why I'm getting tired right now, this is not good.
Maybe you're also getting hungry.
Yeah.
Because I am also getting more hungry now. Oh my god, I just dodged. I nearly fell out of fucking slices, right?
Oh boy.
Yeah, GG. Okay, I didn't know what to do there. My brain was like, monkey.
Food.
Yeah, literally my brain just, food.
Somebody of all the times forget the rest of it. Thank you. I owe you my life. We are ambushed by the Reapers. Lightly armed as we are, we didn't stand a chance. I was able to flee this far, but the others were captured. You were taken to the seventh tongue. I am certain of it. I can make my own way back to camp, but I fear the worst of my comrades. Save them, I beg you. Oh boy. That is not good. Come on, I want to see the car. This is not a car, but it's quite fitting to the area that I'm going right now. What? They're dead. Trying to flashbang someone. Oops. Cast it one too many times. There did it.
I never noticed this, but in Gold Saucer there is someone at like the basketball mini game who just looks like someone who plays basketball. In all these years, I've never noticed this.
Really?
Really.
You sure about that?
I am sure about that.
Okay, I believe you.
Okay, I believe you.
Yeah. What I also believe is that we will finish this quest in the next part. Till then, see ya. Hey there. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked the chaotic content. If you want to see me live, check the video description. There you'll find the link for Twitch. I hope I see you soon.